So you want to know the story of Passover? The tale of the great exodus out of Egypt.
It's a tale that has been passed down from generation to generation for thousands of years.
Long ago, the Israelites were slaves in the land of Egypt, and the Pharaoh was very cruel to them. He made the Israelites build gigantic statues of himself so that he could see what he looked like.
Mirrors hadn't been invented yet, so if you wanted to know what you looked like, you needed to get your slaves to build you an enormous statue of yourself.
One day, there was an Israelite who decided to be Moses. Ooh, Moses with the long lips.
Ooh, Moses with the tiny eyes.
Ooh, Moses with the big soft belly.
Big red hat, small sack of beans, that's Moses.
Moses went to Pharaoh and he said, "All of the slaves are leaving to go to the bathroom in the woods."
When Moses said that, Pharaoh was not happy at all. He said to Moses, "I am not happy at all about that, Moses."
Well, Moses was very unhappy with that. So he went to God's house and he said, "God, Pharaoh will not listen to me." So God sent the 2 plagues to ruin Pharaoh's life. The 2 plagues were as follows. 1, God made everyone's fingers a little longer. And 2, God sent the angel of death to kill the firstborn child of every Egyptian family.
The Torah teaches us that the angel of death looked like Wizards-era Michael Jordan wearing a Sleepy Time nightcap. And the angel of death put all the firstborn children of Egypt into a sack and replaced them with skeletons.
That night, Moses instructed the Israelites to stand on their front porches playing the saxophone so that the angel of death would know to pass over their houses and not steal their elderly sons.
Because the angel of death passed over the Israelites' houses, Jews call this holiday Christmas in April.
In those days, the Pharaoh had a son named Horseboy, who he was immensely proud of because he looked a lot like a horse. The night of Passover, the angel of death killed Pharaoh's son, Horseboy.
When Pharaoh saw that God made his fingers slightly longer, he said, "I do not care about this." But when he saw that God had murdered his beloved horse-looking boy, Pharaoh was so sad that he climbed into a giant's pocket and paid the giant to run away into the desert.
The Israelites knew that this was their chance to escape, but they had no time to make good Jewish food for the journey, like Hebrew slime or Yiddish goat with lettuce sauce. Instead, they had to rush to make a lot of very dry biscuits called Uncle Moses' Bland Cracker Sunrise, which Jewish families eat every Passover to remember how much it tastes like sand.
Then Moses split the ocean in half, which resulted in a $900 fine for vandalism against the ocean.
And that's how Passover came to be. Moses got a ticket for messing up the ocean. And according to the ancient rabbis who wrote the Talmud, that's the only good thing that's ever happened.